my favourite part of any recording session that we do, which is the one immediately after lunch when we get to find out what exciting things. Anyone have anything exciting for food for the lunch today?
I had half a lasagna that we made ourselves. I couldn't finish it the other day. I microwaved the other half, and it was delicious.
Like a whole half of a lasagna, like a whole big tray. You had
No,
half
it's like, one of those little solo trays.
Oh right, I see. I was going to say.
Yeah, so we made them up, and then froze them in little tins. Yeah. Put them in the oven, cook them. But this one had been cooked, but I only got through half of it, so I put it in the microwave. Had to take it out of the metal thing, obviously.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah,
of course.
Safety first, guys.
Yeah.
Have you ever put a light bulb in a microwave?
No.
Stellar.
What?
You should do that.
What?
Light bulb
Why?
in a mug of water. The water absorbs the heat, so it's fine. And because the waves inside the microwave are different across different periods of the microwave, which you'll find when you microwave something and part of it's still cold, it glows different colors as it goes around. But I take no legal responsibility for whatever happens to you if you do this.
Solid advice.
Our word roll, ladies and gentlemen.
Solid advice from our guest, Naomi. If that blows up and kills you and destroys your kitchen, that was advice from Power Word Roll. If it doesn't and it's glorious, then hello everyone and welcome to the Danger Club podcast.
Yay.
Electric power word roll. That was good. Science, bitch.
So
yeah, we keep saying we're not an educational podcast, but it's just nerds who are like, hey, have you ever filled an anthill with molten metal? We're like, no. You, Henry?
Henry. Of course it was Henry. Going on the lunch theme, I hate to say, but I've had another vegan chili that I made for my housemates yesterday.
Really?
When we were playing D&D together, I cooked them an aubergine and lentil chili, and I just had the leftovers. It was really good, Colin. Just really good.
Nice. I had, same thing again. I had a buffalo chicken wrap. The buffalo sauce was made by me with Scotch bonnet chilies, so it was very spicy. I also made my own coleslaw, and it was banging.
Yeah, just can't help you've moved away from making chilies there, Colin. I don't know if there's any extraneous factors on you choosing to move away from chilies. I just didn't know.
No, not at all. I'm saving it up. I think.
Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah.
I think the chili is like the last thing we're gonna make when we run out of food. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we're saving the beans.
It's both very wholesome, lads. I had a dolphin steak on a bed of Amazonian chippings, so it was.
Tremendous.
Again, these are not the words of the Danger Club podcast. This is the word of James.
Sorry,
come at me, dolphins.
We didn't specify that, Naomi. We're sending James back with you after this. He's yours now.
Does that mean that we get to send Henry back to you? Because we'll take one.
Do a swap.
The awkward swap.
Like a student exchange thing. Can one of you talk French?
Je ne pense pas.
Conrad speaks like 6 languages.
Oh, of course, Conrad speaks 6 languages. Conrad.
We did a fucking anime episode, and Conrad's like, yeah, well, of course, I did live as a monk in Japan for a while. And we're just like, who are you? Rich man.
My name's Conrad. I speak loads of languages. Oh.
Yeah, the teasing is definitely falling into place now. The girls coming together.
Naomi, what did you have for lunch?
Well, I can't cook, so I had a sandwich. Because that's really about the level of my sort of culinary adventurousness. And I had a packet of Wotsits, because Wotsits are banging.
Oh, did you put any Wotsits in the sandwich?
No, fuck you.
Power word burn. Like there is flamethrower from Naomi today. It's great.
I guess, wait, what kind of bread did you use?
White. I always use white thick. Because then I'm like, this sandwich is me. And it's very nice. Feel connected.
If it's thick bread, then you could have scrunched it together and made a power What's It roll. Oh,
I'm
shut
leaving the
up.
podcast now. I'm just going to go.
Fine. That was absolutely
great.
fine. It wasn't big. It wasn't clever. It was absolutely fine, and it deserved to be recognised as thus. I am going to murder. I'm going to push all your characters down this fucking hole. I'm going to leave you to my centipedes. I'm going to have beavers eat out your fucking eyeballs. I swear to God.
I think we were just expecting, given the theme of the conversation before, to you to say like, oh well, because I hand baked mine in my little stone baked oven in the back garden.
No, dolphin.
Crushed it with the thing.
No, wood chipping bed. I'm not the same as you.
We are not the same.
Do you know what
We are
dolphins say?
not them.
Because they are dicks.
We are not them.
Did you know about the famous dolphin experiment?
No.
Where they tried to teach dolphins to speak English. And so what they did is they had some experimenters live with the dolphins. And what they discovered is dolphins concentrate a lot better after they've been masturbated by a scientist. So
I can
enough,
tell you then that this is going to be a quality episode of podcasting from all of us.
So the experiment was shut down. So,
Oh.
But the dolphin was
And
like
the dolphins
bonded for life.
cried.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is that when they learned how to speak English? When they were like, "Oh, come back, mate, come back."
I'll call. I promise I will.
All right, I'll talk.
Oh, do you remember that dreadful TV series there was with a giant submarine? And there was a dolphin that could speak in that with Roy Schneider. Do you remember that?
Did anyone wank it off, James?
I wasn't alive.
No.
It's like DSV something.
DS something or other. Yeah, it was so bad. It was so bad.
I wasn't alive in 1972, so unfortunately.
There was also Flipper, wasn't there? You know, famous.
There was Flipper. There was a film made of that with Paul Hogan. Right, Flip. Flip. How you doing, mate? No, terrible.
You know the children's program that like was weirdly kind of sexual, I feel, is Teletubbies with Nunu, because the sounds that Nunu made were just like whoever was making those needed to be sent to jail.
Yeah, definitely.
I never like. Do you want something that'll blow your mind about the Teletubbies and make you sad? The baby in the sun in the Teletubbies has a baby now.
Ooh, wow.
Yes, I also saw this little thing. It's it's all depressing.
And
Don't say that about the baby.
Well, no, I mean I'm happy for the baby, but
Did it have a red dwarf, or would it have been a white
little
dwarf?
sun?
I
It would have
forget
been probably a neutron star, just a
Neutron
tiny neutron star coming out, and then it goes white. I think.
Can you imagine being in that birthing room and you're just like, oh, Jesus!
Space is
Blinded.
amazing.
just passing it between each other. Oh my God!
Do you know Ryan Gosling? Ryan Gosling was in the Teletubbies.
Which one was he?
He played one of the Teletubbies.
No, he didn't.
He didn't.
Didn't.
I couldn't keep it up. I just thought it'd be quite funny.
But now I really want to watch the Teletubbies with the Drive soundtrack. Yeah, that's terrific.
The only
Winky
good
Winky
thing about
looks into
that
the
film.
camera.
Are we stalling? Are we by any chance stalling a Golem fight here? Is this what's
Not at all. Not at all.
what's going on here?
Stalling.
I was really tempted to jump in with a speaking of birthing chambers, but
And on to Nunu.
So you have you can call it Nunu if you like. You have uncovered an ancient dwarven workshop somewhere below the drow city of Umberwet on your way down to the vaults of Orv. But on your way through it, you have uncovered an alchemical golem left behind by the dwarves when they were building their great works, when they abandoned it to quest for the sky.
And which British children's show does this golem feel like he belongs to?
I feel like he is like a guest star on Rainbow. I feel like he's somebody that Bungle invites round, and everyone's a bit like, "Oh, really?"
I was expecting like a magic roundabout, or maybe like Brum's cousin.
Yes. I mean, he's got syringes for fingers, so let's be honest. He's always going to be a little bit of a sort of a risk assessment nightmare for a children's show.
I mean, it sounds like some of them made out of like toilet rolls on Dark Peter or something like that. Just
featured on the show with grot bags. Somebody's at the door with syringes for fingers.
I was going to say, like, the first episode in Shania's story was very Disney-esque, wasn't it? It was kind of like,
It was.
you know.
Yeah.
So
And
maybe
here's
this
a
whole
murder
story
I
is just,
made earlier.
maybe this whole story is just written in Disney World.
Well, you know,
What with syringes for fingers, man? Yeah, he's a great character, definitely.
They get pretty dark, man. They get pretty
do.
dark.
Yeah.
Especially
the
early
older ones.
Yeah, the early ones are.
We're not stalling, Dan. We're not stalling. We're not stalling.
Are you not at all?
Speaking of early dark ones,
I looking at one final thought. I looked at the date, and today I'm supposed to be doing the last day of Gen Con. I should be flying back from Gen Con right now, and this episode is going out, which obviously not doing. So I should have been spending a whole weekend playing games over in Indianapolis, hanging out, chatting with Jason Borman, getting advice on ways to murder Colin's character. So in honor of that, let's fight a golem, everybody. Roll for initiative.
yay!
Naomi and Pathfinder for initiative, you roll your perception score.
Cool. It's like
In that-
see-
Dan, here comes your obligatory rogue trying to swing something. Being that I was sort of sneaking about, can I roll on stealth instead?
You may, yes, that's fine, yes.
Because I was
So-
bending, can I roll on acrobatics?
Now you're learning to play. Has James been teaching you to play Pathfinder?
Yeah, we were having lunch. We're having some chats. Just a few tips.
All right, let's
Shout
go.
really fast.
Shania Rain, what we got?
18.
18 for Shania. Karen,
A fat 11.
11 for Karen. Not bad. Fly,
10.
10. Oh dear, Fly. Imrath,
18.
18. Solid for Imrath. Let's see. Nalus,
A whip sharp 22.
22 for Nalus. Very nice. And Nebastian.
A 20 that was so dirty, it just got wanked off by a scientist.
Oh.
Did it start making clicking noises? Yeah.
We call that a Dolphin 20. So
That was Dolphin felt. Oh yeah, baby.
Nalus, you are the first one to act as this thing comes lumbering towards you, syringes outstretched. What's going down, my friend? We're going to find out what some of these classes are now as we get to combat.
Yeah, we are indeed. I think the first thing he wants to do is hunt prey on that syringe-handed fool. So he's going to do that, and then he's going to, in a flash, his composite longbow is in his hand, and he takes a shot.
Okay.
So, I'm going to use precision with this as well. Well, I mean, it's precision with effect if that hits, which it probably won't, which is a 13.
A 13 ain't no good. The arrow whistles past it as it clanks towards you.
Okay, in that case, I think I've got one action left.
Is your hunt prey a single action or is that a two
It's single action.
Single action, go for it then.
Okay, so I'm going to take another shot of -5. Oh, but it's better. That would be a dirty 20.
A dirty 20, that will hit it. You
Yes!
put an arrow straight into the side of the creature as it comes forward. Go ahead, roll some damage.
Amazing. So here we go. This one, the 8. Oh, max damage on the dice. +4. Plus, I'm going to use precision. So this is the first time that I hit it. I can deal an extra 1d8 of damage. So that's 12 plus. Ooh, that's 16 points of damage.
16 points of damage. Do you let me say the thing that everyone wants to hear when they fight a golem. Doesn't look like all that went through.
Oh, damn it.
Everybody loves that. But you do some damage. An arrow slams into its shoulder as it comes forward and puts a big dent in it as it charges towards you. Nebastian, you are lurking at the side, and you're up.
Everybody's got piercing and slashing weapons. We're fighting metal. Someone's gonna die today. Nebastian moves backwards away from the thing in the direction of Shania. Stay. Oh, I forgot my accent. I'm this one now.
Creepy McDuggan.
He goes quite Cornish when he's scared, does Sebastian. And tries to cover. I'm not even going to correct it. That's just how he sounded. And tries to shoot. He gets out a bow. It's smaller than Nalis's, and it's instead of a bow, it's like a very long centipede with pivots at either end. Between the pivots, the mouth and the tail is strung a length of intestine, which he uses for a bowstring. He knocks a bow and arrow and sights down the golem thing would like to make an attack.
Love it.
Oh! 17.
17, no good. Flies past. You got one more action.
And shoot again.
All right.
This time I'm gonna really squint at it through the mushroom cap.
Oh, it's on
Do we
the floor.
count floor rolls?
Go on, count the floor roll.
24.
24's a hit.
And it's flat-footed, right?
No, it is not flat-footed because
I think you'll find, because I'm a rogue and I acted before it counts as flat-footed.
Ah, because you have surprise attack. So you are a rogue. That's what we learned. Yes, it does. Go ahead. Get you.
It's 24 a critical hit, by the way.
No.
Damn, because I would have got so many more damage dice for that.
Good.
That's 6 points of piercing damage.
6 points of piercing damage.
Over that, he goes, "Good shot, Master Lordyship. Stay behind me, your ladyships."
Just realised the level 0 characters from the Beelzebub run from the Paizacon show were actually some of the best equipped starting characters we've ever played with, because they all had clubs because they had no money to buy weapons. So they were all just armed with table legs, and no one ever thinks to take bludgeoning weapons. Let's see who's next. It's Shania. Shania Rain.
Right. Okay. Shania sees Nebastian sort of jump in front of her, and she goes, "Why will no one respect my personal space just because I'm pregnant? You think you can touch me? Get the fuck out of my way!" And then uses oil for the first thing. Uses the oil on her sickle.
Okay.
But then for her other two moves, she's going to use electric arc.
Okay. Very nice. So you oil up the sickle, and then you cast.
Oil up the sickle, and then hold it one side like a little tweet bird, going, "Hey, look over here," and then zap on the other side with electric arc. Yeah.
All right. Go ahead. Roll to hit.
Okay. Oh God, I've forgotten what I had to this. Hold on.
So it's your spell attack bonus,
spell
which will
attack
be
bonus,
your proficiency modifier plus your key ability stat. So probably +7 at a guess.
Yes, that seems about right. Which means it is 25.
25. That's a hit.
Yeah.
Hit it, and electricity courses all over the creature.
But there isn't another creature to hit, is there?
There is not another creature to hit.
It's just gonna have to be the one thing, I guess. Okay, and that's a D8, is it?
It's a D8.
Yeah. Okay. So, my friend, that is 7 on the dice.
Nice.
And yeah, I don't think
you had anything for electric arc.
Just no, that's it. So 7 points.
7 points of damage. A lovely roll as the electricity crackles over the creature, and it just walks straight through it. It is immune to that form of magic.
It.
Wop, wop, wop.
Loving a golem.
There we go.
Shocking.
Imrath.
Imrath runs over towards Shania and goes, "Nice work, Shania. You're super cool." He pulls his halberd out and then just wallops the thing with a power attack.
Go for it.
Oh, it's behind my tab. That is a 12.
12. No,
Cool.
sir.
Then for his last action, he is going to use his his elemental wrath, and it's a cantrip that splashes him with acid.
Okay, is that only a one action attack? Acid splash. I had a feeling it's
cantrip.
two.
I think acid splash is 2 actions.
I believe so. Yeah, cantrips aren't all one action.
Oh,
Only particular ones. I think it's a two. I believe it's a 2-action spell. I'm afraid, buddy.
All right, then I'll hit it.
It is. I have it here in front of me. It is 2.
Cool.
I'll hit it. But that power attack counts as 2, doesn't it? So am I on -10?
Yes.
Because power attack, counts as 2 attacks.
For the purpose of thingy, then
Yeah.
you'll be on a -10.
Looking for that natty 20.
Oh.
Definitely not a hit.
Well, no, it's an 18 on the die.
Okay,
And
I can tell why.
And then I get a +9.
You get +9.
So
And then
what's that?
Well, then -10.
I'm good at maths.
You're really good at
17.
maths.
Yeah, 17. There you go.
Ah, learning's fun. It's not a hit. Next up. Oh, look, it's the alchemical golem.
Just Dan, before the alchemical golem destroys us all,
Yeah.
I'd like to point out that after I did an electricity attack, Naomi said "shocking," and no one went "whoa." We're all clearly sleepy after lunch. I feel.
I tell you what, dolphin steaks do make you quite lethargic.
Is that before or after? Because I know that most men like to just.
Well, you've got to subdue your dolphin first. You see.
Sorry,
Unbelievable.
please go ahead and kill us.
Thank you very much. Do you want to do that one more time and give it the proper reaction? Do you want to say you cast electric arc?
No, it's done. It's done.
We'll get it in post.
We'll do it in post.
Fix it in post.
But let's
I'll
kill
put like
Ross
a bigger
live.
applause there or something.
The creature has got.
Good idea.
No, it's got reach, so it doesn't need to. Close on you with your halberd. So Imrath, it reaches out for you with one of its long, alchemical, spindly hands and takes a swipe at you. That is going to be a 26 against your armor class.
Oh,
Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, he hits you, stabs the syringes into you, dealing max damage. That's 12 points of damage.
Oh my goodness!
Cool. And it pumps chemicals into you, which is going to be a 4. Give me a fortitude save.
Just because you guys at home can't see this, there's a mixed sort of shock or confusion, raised eyebrows, and just like total apathy from Scott, who's just pretty much lying down letting this happen.
Yeah.
Just his little eyes poking out the bottom of the screen.
Yeah.
I knew what happened when our only healer spent both of their spell slots not healing anybody. I knew this was going to happen.
12 fortitude.
A 12. That's going to be a fail. You are sickened. You are sickened 1 for 1 round.
Sick.
So that means you have a you have -1.
It's all right, cool. I've got it.
Got it. -1 to things, and you can't drink potions.
Yeah. Great.
Cool. That was fun, wasn't it? That was nice. What else is it going to do? It is then going to it's going to take a swing at Shania. It's got a penalty to this though, so that is only bad moon. That's only a 25.
What do you mean only a 25, Dan?
He was being sarcastic.
Can I use one of my actions to defend Shania? Is that a thing that I can do? I don't know Pathfinder, but
Yeah,
that's what I
you
would like to do in my heart.
You can.
Thanks very much, Naomi.
You can use the aid action to give her bonuses, or to increase her armor class, or you can just kind of get between her and the creature.
I will
would
take
also do
that
it.
fucking blow. Pump me.
You can't take the hit without a special ability, unfortunately. 9 points of damage, and go ahead and give me a fortitude save.
Okay. Okay, that's good. Okay, the fortitude is 22. So, yeah.
Did you also roll for the baby and then combine your scores?
Absolutely, because I'm defending for 2 now, so fortituding for 2. So 22, Dan.
22. That is a pass. You are not sickened. You're fine.
Thank God for that.
You're feeling pretty sick anyway, but you're all right.
Was it 9 points of damage? You said
9 points of damage.
Right.
Ain't too much. You'll be fine. You'll live forever.
I'm level 1. That's it. I'm almost there. All right. Okay.
Drop a healing spell in there. That's fine. And it's got one more go left. It's going to look at its options. Doesn't like Nihilus. Doesn't like the fact it's been shot with that arrow. It turns and walks away from the group of you and walks towards Nihilus, where Nihilus is standing with his bows. And it takes a stride and strides up to Nihilus, syringes outstretched menacingly. But that is all it can do. It doesn't have another attack. So
I was about to say, it's got 4 actions.
Oh,
and-
yes. Coming in for some of that. All right, that's all it can do. That's it for its go. Karen, you're up.
Cool.
So you have 3 actions. You have 3 things you can do.
I remember
Anything
that.
you can do?
I can treat wounds for 1 action, so I'm going to throw one of those into Shania.
Yes, that works. So go ahead for treat wounds. You got your healer's tools out. Go ahead and give me a medicine check, and we will see how well you treat them wounds.
Roll some essential oils. It's 4 on the dice.
I mean, that doesn't sound like a success.
My medicine is 4, so that's an 8. Is there anything else I can add? Or have I just killed all of these people?
No, you
kind of
tried to
chucked
help.
oil over your
Yeah,
shoulder.
it's fine.
Yeah.
No,
Her
it's
shoulders are
fine.
feeling less tense.
Let me
I
just see.
I
If,
do some breathing and I hum over your body like,
Yeah.
so the
that doesn't
DC
work.
is 15, so it's not a success. But that means the threshold for critical failure is 5, which you just miss. So Shania does not take damage from your essential oils.
That's fair. That's fair.
So that's positive. Yes, you attempt to treat wounds on Shania, but unfortunately, yes, your oils. Who'd have thought it? Your homeopathic remedies do nothing to heal Shania.
Yeah, it
that's
seems
2
fair.
actions.
That's 1 action.
Oh, 1 action. Of course, yes, you got battle medicine. Sorry.
And then I'm gonna get slapping, if that's
All right,
cool.
so you move up for another action to get to follow the creature as it walks towards Nihilus, and now you've got 1 action left to attack with.
I'm
Is
gonna
that-
make 2 attacks. So there.
Flurry of blows.
Does that mean the golem is flanked?
The golem is flanked? Yes, or,
Yes.
or would be if you had a melee weapon equipped.
Oh. Well, isn't he just standing in the middle of us all?
Because you don't threaten him because you don't have a melee weapon.
No, but like he's standing next to Imrath and stuff like that. Surely.
No,
it's
he
not-
walked away from Imrath. Remember, he used a stride action. So he walked up, attacked Imrath, attacked Imrath and Shania, and remember everyone had gathered together.
But Imrath's got a reach weapon.
Does he? What's his reach weapon?
Albert.
He's got a halberd.
Imrath's got a halberd. He does, yes. But he's walked away from Imrath to
He
get to
took
you.
a
If Imrath had had
stride.
attack of opportunity, he could have used it there.
Oh, I did. I did have attack of opportunity, but it doesn't matter.
Oh well,
It's cool.
never mind. Oh well.
I did wonder if
Get
you
slapping.
did. I was chancing it. All right, go ahead. So give us your 2 attacks.
Wow, those are garbage.
Oh.
14 and a 13.
14 and a 13, no good, I'm afraid. You come flying over, but you slam into the creature a couple of times, but it's just too solid. It's heavily armored. You're not going to get through that armor.
Well, that's my go. I helped nothing. Continue.
Right. Coming up next, right at the end, it's Fly.
Cool.
Coming down, Fly.
So, shit. Fly would like to say this. He's kind of facing away from us now, isn't he? This golem thing.
Yes, he is. Yeah.
Yeah. Do we get advantages on that if it's not seeing anything? Dan?
No, because there's no facing. If you could get around in front of it, then you and Karem would flank it, which you could do with a stride action. You're not currently engaged by anyone, so you could run
Sure.
around in between it.
Just wondering. Yeah. Now, when I make an unarmed strike, sorry, what do I know I roll a 20, but what do I add to it? Just so I know.
When you make an unarmed strike,
Yeah.
so you're trained in unarmed, so you will be adding your strength mod and your proficiency bonus.
Strength mod and my proficiency bonus. Thank
That's
you,
right.
because I was a bit confused by that because I've not played a monk before. All right, so that's kind of cool. I will run up and try and hit him with my dragon stance legs.
Ooh, so you
Here
drop
we
it. So
go.
you stride action for 1, drop into dragon stance, second action.
Yep.
And then you got your final action to attack.
And then I'll
Go for
kick him in the knees.
All right.
Here we go.
And kick his knees, and it's flanked now.
So that's 26, 32. That's 30.
30.
Wow. Yeah, mate.
Oh. Critical hit.
Yeah. So
Go ahead.
Here we
Double
go.
damage.
Could this be some cosmic revenge coming Colin's way?
Yeah, man. All right, that is double damage. It's an 8 points of damage. There we go.
8 points of damage. Okay, and you're adding your strength bonus onto that.
Oh, my strength bonus onto that as well. Okay, 11.
11 points damage, and it's a bludgeoning attack, so it has no resistance to that. So all of that goes through. So you just run up and just spinning kick it, and it staggers backwards.
Exist!
Round 2, Nalus.
All right,
This goblin's just run in between you and the creature and kicked it.
Yeah.
I tell you what, Nalus looks down at Fly and just gives him a little clip nod. Before seeing this golem advancing on him, he's going to take a 5-foot step back.
Yep.
So that's his first action. And then he's going to try and plug that thing with an arrow. Rather disappointed that it's not doing as much damage as he hoped. So, that's not going to be good enough. That's 14.
Nope.
Nope. Right, well, let's try again with the -5. Oh, that's a terrible roll. Nope.
Oh,
No.
gosh. The arrows just splinter against the metal. Just not getting through at all. It's all right. We've still got a couple more goes before it gets another turn to attack. Nabastian, what can we do about this?
Bludgeon.
Is it? I haven't got any bludgeoning weapons.
Of course.
Is it in the vicinity of Shania? It did take a swipe at Shania, didn't it?
It did, but it moved away from Shania. It's now moved over to Nalus. So Shania is not currently within melee range of it.
And I guess it wouldn't be flat-footed anymore.
It is not flat-footed anymore. It is flat-footed against the people in melee with it, because they are because it's flanked by the 2 monks.
Would it be flat-footed against me if I then engaged it in melee?
Yeah, I think it would be. Yeah, because you can move up behind it.
Then, with a cry, Nabastian throws down his centipede bow and goes, "Your ladyships!" Pulls out a centipede shell sickle. I don't know, stop looking at me like that. And charges at it from behind, attempting to get a surprising sneak attack.
All right, you leap in behind with your sickle.
It's a 9.
A 9.
Inano.
I mean, a noble effort, but it does nothing for you.
But hold on. I can roll another die because I've
Yes, you
got
can.
1 action left.
All right,
Ready?
let's do
Buckle
it,
up, people.
It's gonna be a good one.
Buckle up. It's an 8.
Oh, Nabastian,
Oh, that's Nabastian.
trying so hard.
Bounces off the golem, bounces off this Thomas the Crank engine with his mushroom hat thing.
Tremendous. Shania Rain.
Well, Shania, she's taken a hit. She's feeling the pain. She's feeling wounded. She's feeling slightly vulnerable at this point. So she backs off a bit. However, her animal familiar, Philippe, sees that she is wounded and throws himself at the golem, all paws and teeth.
Tremendous.
Badger Fury.
Yeah, Badger Fury, my friends.
Philippe charges from beneath, so you spend 1 action to activate Philippe. He again gets 2 actions. He spends 1 of them to run across the room to the golem and another to lunge at it. Go ahead and make yourself a badger attack.
All right, hold on, let me see. Jaws and claws we've got.
So probably want your
that's
jaws,
it.
I think they're more powerful.
Oh, God damn it. That's an 8. An 8.
Oh, an 8.
Badgers everywhere are shaking their heads, just like, it's just not representing.
I mean, he's just going to do this. He's just going to keep going for it. How many do I...
That is his go, I'm afraid, because he moved. He used 1 action to move, a second to attack. So that's all
Okay,
he's got.
all right, so
You've
that's
got
it,
2
okay.
actions left yourself. You can't command him again this turn.
Well, I think I've got medicine. Can I try and heal my stuff at all?
Yes,
Just
you
using
can.
medicine?
Yeah. Give yourself a treat. Go ahead and do a treat wounds.
Okay.
Give a medicine check.
So it's 15. It's 22.
A 22. That is a success. That is.
Yes, self-empowerment.
There you go.
That's right.
Yeah. Are you rubbing oils into yourself now?
So using the same oils. Give those to me. Yeah.
22. Did you say 22?
Yeah, 22.
Not quite a critical success.
Okay.
But that's fine. So you regain 2d8 hit points.
2d8. Wow, that's
Patch
amazing.
yourself up.
Okay, so that's okay. Cool. I'm back up to full hit points.
Tremendous.
Okay, there we go. Good
You
stuff.
bandage yourself up very quickly, and you got one action left.
Right. I'm not going to. There's anything else she's going to do at this point. She's going to. Well, I suppose take cover. But is there something she could take cover behind?
There is Imrath.
She's not going to take cover behind Imrath. Hell no, that's not happening. No. All right, she stands her ground. Then that's what. All
right,
does.
and stand her ground, and it's Imrath's go.
I'm going to spend an action to retch.
Okay.
Because that's apparently you can spend a single action retching in attempt to recover, which is you immediately attempt a fortitude save against the DC of the effect that made you
go
sick.
for it.
Hey, nope, 2.
Oh no!
I'll just try again. Try retching again.
You keep throwing up on the floor.
Well, that's not too bad.
Shania uses her action to hold his hair back.
His glasses sort of fall out, going to the sick. That's 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
That's a success. That gets
Yay!
it. You vomit out the worst of the chemicals for 2 actions.
And then I got 1 action left.
You got 1 action left.
Cool, I'll just go over and twang.
He's moved away from you, so you can't attack him. You can move over and get in range, but you don't have an attack.
I'll move over.
Tell you what, you owed an attack for your attack of op, and it was a new character, so go ahead and make an attack.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16.
16, it's a miss.
Great. Good.
Is restored to the universe.
Yeah.
Right, let's look at old chemical fingers. What's he got for you? He's not looking the best. All right. Chemical Fingers starts off by going for Fly, reaching out one of his horrible syringy hands, which is going to be a 26.
Yeah, that's going to hit, isn't it?
In that case, he hits you for 12 points of damage and injects you with chemicals. Can I get a fortitude save, please?
Yep. Uno momento.
How's it looking?
It's looking pretty battered. It's looking like it's taken a few real solid hits. Some of it's hanging off by springs.
17.
17, that's a pass. You shrug off the effects of the chemicals that it tries to pump into you. So not affected by any of its nasty chemicals. It then wheels round and takes a stab at Karen.
I've already used aloe vera, so I am immune to chemicals.
Of course.
Does it hit?
Well argued, but it almost certainly doesn't hit. 9. It's only a 13.
Yeah, my AC is 19.
Oh,
nice.
Karen, moving like water, you just step aside as it reaches for you.
It's because it knows I'm full of natural items only.
And then it takes one final swing. It's going to go for Nabastian. And that's nowhere near a hit. It's only a 5 on the die.
It just bonks off his soft mushroom cap.
Two of them are just bumping against each other,
So
doing nothing.
Are you basically Toad?
No. No, I haven't taken two well-known cute characters one from Disney and one from Mario and mashed them together in a horrible Umbral-known version of them. Shut up. You have. I don't know.
You better hope there's no fungus leshies around here. They're going to be real offended by this.
Be confused more than anything.
Yeah. Karen, it's your go. You are toe to toe with the horrible chemical monstrosity.
I'm gonna mirror fly and also go into dragon stance.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna flurry of blows with my legs. I'm gonna do a sweet scissor kick.
Amazing. All right. So you drop into dragon stance and you come flying up with a pair of kicks.
That's better. 26.
26 is a hit.
Yes.
Baller.
So that hits.
And the next one's 27.
27. 2 hits.
Boom.
Pow pow!
You kick it twice square in the chest. That's just going to do some good damage. It's bludgeoning as well because of the kick. So that's what you want.
11.
Oh, 11 points of damage. You smash the creature twice with kick, and it just sort of staggers back with its chest cracked and steam hissing out of it as it struggles to stay standing. It is still on its feet, but only just. You have one action left.
Yeah, I'm gonna slap it again if that's cool.
All right, go for it.
Do it. Do it.
No.
Do it.
Slap it. I backhand it. And
You
it
did
just,
still-
it just nothing happens.
It's a double dragon, so that's good.
Very kind of loony. You sort of spiral upwards, kicking it as you go, and when you get to its face, just give it a little slap across.
I'm just
the
like wet slap. That's what I think of you, motherfucker.
and then land back on your feet. Fly.
All right. Am I still in dragon stance, or do I have to take that again?
Once you're in the stance, you stay in the stance until you choose to leave it.
Sick. All right. So I'm gonna kick it again.
Go for it.
Yeah, that's gonna hit. That's 28.
28. Yeah, that definitely gets it. It's nearly a crit. It's not quite though.
Not
It does
quite
hit.
a crit. Here we go. Where's my D10, man? Where's my D10? Ah, that's 10 points of damage.
Oh, 10 points of damage. You nearly destroy it. You jump up and just kick it in the back. It's just
Right.
being kicked backwards and forwards by the two monks.
As I'm still in the air, I roll 21.
21. That's a hit.
All right, and that takes 1 point of damage there.
1 point of damage, which is exactly the number of hit points it had left.
Yeah.
It just staggers backwards, gets slapped in the face by Karen.
And then can I land
flies.
superhero landing?
Oh yeah, you jump up, kick its head clean from its shoulders, and then just superhero landing, and it just rains down in bits all around you, and just smashes to the floor and lies there still. You have defeated the alchemical golem.
Yes.
I turn to look.
is what's the word? The revenge is
Dead. He's dead. That's what you're looking for.
Yeah.
actually he's not alive. He's not even born yet. So
Nalas would like
avenged.
Yeah, Nalas would like to walk over to where Imra's glasses are sat in that pile of sick and pick them out with an arrow and say, "These goggles, they are useless." To him.
Alice, maybe you should keep your mouth shut, considering that this young man appears to be more of a drow than you are. And I point to Fly.
Oh.
He's still in his superhero pose.
A lucky hit. And he flicks the sick from his arrow, puts in his quiver and walks off.
As,
Not have one more action. I could kick you in the
I love
back.
that everything you do is you say a dicky thing and then you just walk into a different, like you just stand against a wall, just looking at the wall, and just in every room you just go and so.
It's doing that classic Iceman thing from Top Gun where he just goes and finds somewhere to lean against and cross his arms to be like, whatever, yeah.
as
Just
Sorry,
so
Scott,
that
I didn't mean to
no one
talk
else
over
can
you.
get a word in edgeways.
Yeah.
To stop himself from getting roasted again, that's all.
Sorry, Scott. I talked over you. I'm so sorry.
as Karen says that about Fly, Nebastian just to himself very quietly goes, no, he's not a real drow, though, is he? Well done, Mr. Fly. For now.
Can I make a perception to see?
No,
if
you
I
can't.
hear
I
it?
said it quietly to myself. Every time you metagame, you just go, I want to hear everything.
It's not metagaming. I'm just seeing if I hear
Every
it.
character.
Just seeing if I hear it. That was a natural 20.
And the plot thickens.
I just stand up from my hero pose and just raise one eyebrow.
I raise an
goblin
eyebrow
eyebrow.
back, a very gnome eyebrow, and a gnome eyebrow who knows his place in the rigid caste system of the Drow society.
Whilst all this is going on, Shania has been sort of bent over double. She's breathing pretty hard. And she turns to you all and goes, I thank you all for your service here. Your help on this quest, but whatever we're going to do, we better do it quickly because...
Breathe. We're all in this together. Okay?
Yes, it's another birthing episode.
How was this our second episode that might have a birth scene?
We need to move quickly. I can feel.
Shania,
They're quite far apart at the moment. But
Shania,
we'll get closer.
do you
Yeah.
want? He pulls out of his pocket, unravels some from cloth, and he pulls out some flapjacks, and he goes, "Would you like a flapjack? I made them earlier. I made them for you. If you're hungry, you can have them. They've got nuts in them, and
Listen.
it took me
I
ages to
understand.
find the nuts, especially down here. Like,
Of course it did. I understand where you are coming from, and I know that you are trying to help. But right now, fuck off.
Where did you get the honey?
Cave
All the
bees.
oats. Like literally,
then-
all the ingredients of those flapjacks are impossible to find in a cave.
But then she changes her mind, realizes she needed some calories. She grabs them and eats them.
Tremendous. You eat some flapjacks and you make your way out of the room and down a winding set of stairs that take you further down into the earth. You walk down them for what seems like an age. You seem to be walking down there for a long, long time. You go deep into the earth.
This
Yes,
baby's a 6-year-old now.
Sorry, as we're walking down the stairs, can Fly just sidle up to Imrath and just say, "Please, have you got any more of the flapjacks?" Oh, it's so
yes, I
nice.
have. I've got at least like 6 portions worth. I like baking. You see, sometimes I do it when I'm not working as a guard. You see.
Tell me, are they sweet?
Oh yeah, they're sweet and they got a little bit of like crunch to them as well. You know.
Give me some.
Oh. He hands Fly some.
Thank you. I didn't mean to shout.
That's okay.
so creepy.
Baking is for the weak. Campy go.
Such a good trait of yours. It's wicked.
So yes, Shania, you managed to hold it together, and you managed to kind of keep things going as you make your way down this long flight of stairs. You kind of lose track of time. It's very hard to keep track of time down here. That's why Drow are terrible at turning up for meetings. And you arrive eventually at the bottom of the stairs, and you step out of a cave onto a kind of a sandy beach. And you can hear in the cavern, you can hear the smell. You can smell salt water, and you can hear the sound of lapping water. And you can hear somewhere off in the distance a great rumbling, like a storm or something somewhere else. But you cannot see the edges of this cavern. So you step out and you can just see cliffs on either side stretching away off into the darkness. And then ahead of you can see the beach that stretches ahead of you until you could just at the edge of your vision, you can see what looks like the sea lapping against it. But it is completely dark here, even with your dark vision. You're still underground.
Oh,
Like the sea?
my lords and ladyships. Anyone care for a little bit of, underwater cuisine? Can I go fish?
Go to fish. All right. You go to the edge. You go to the edge of the water and you attempt to fish.
I
Make
bought fishing tackle and stuff as part of my starting gear.
tremendous.
Pregnant women can't have shellfish, so just think about that.
I wasn't, my ladyship, I wasn't thinking about being selfish. I was trying to be very altruistic, actually. The hate sustains me.
Give us a survival check to fish, or specifically non-shellfish, for ocean-going non-shellfish.
What's happened to our last character who tried to get his things mixed? There's a natural 20!
That's when you most need it.
Oh, you catch a deep grouper and manage to land it on the beach. You have a
Groupon? What?
No, not a group. You get a $5 off at the nail bar. We'll go out, have a great time. A grouper.
Sorry.
Big fish.
Big fish.
For those of you who don't know, not from the UK, Groupon is like a discount voucher website that you can get. So that's where that joke comes from. If you're staring at your phone,
It's an
right now,
international
what the fuck are they talking
company, by the way.
Yeah, I was going to say.
you know,
I really thought for a minute you were going to try and Brit-splain grouper fish. I was like, they are not local.
Not from the UK. That's a
man.
fish.
Oh, so you know,
Comes from the sea.
You catch a group of fish and haul it on. So you now have a massive, delicious-looking fish.
I mean, I start gutting it and skinning it and trying to set up a thing to cook it. Nebastian's really stoked about it. He's kind of surprised that it works so well, that putting a small mushroom on top of a very, very thin centipede which attached to his fishing tackle would actually work. But he's pulling it in either way, and he's really stoked. And he's sort of humming to himself and being like, "For a ladyship, decent meal," all that kind of stuff. And he starts skinning it.
You start preparing the fish to have a delicious fishy meal. Yes, Karen.
I think that myself and Shania might be actually in the water. Going through those contractions in the sea, sort of very water birthy.
Absolutely. As soon as Shania saw the water, she ran straight in because she's aware of how it can ease the pain. So
I'm there with like a little cup and just like pouring the water over her back and like doing like nice rubbing and just being like, "It's okay. It's okay. This is a natural part of life."
Shania has torn her clothes off.
While the centipede is like being thrown against behind us in the background.
While the fish is being gutted, Shania has torn her clothes off and run into the water.
Yeah, she's going. Oh!
How does Imrath feel about this?
Imrath like sort of goes over, pulls out like a little flannel, washes it in the water and puts it over Shania's head.
I think we're all singing something akin to the drow version of Kumbaya, Kumbaya. Or whale noises is the other option. So.
I mean, I'm convinced that Nahlis is going to be singing Kumbaya, of course.
Yeah, Nahlis is standing looking truly distasteful on the beach, like sort of playing with fletching on his arrow.
Shania shouts out, between contractions at our guides. She says, "Where's the talisman? Where do we go now?"
I just cut at that moment. I've been trying to feed all the drow first a little bit of fish as I've cooked it, and I go over at that moment and sort of try and feed Shania as she's trying to shout and bellow about the talisman. "Here you go, my ladyship. That's full of oils and high in protein. Really good." Really good for you. Just here comes
the talisman.
Oh,
where is it?
Can I make a check to see if I can?
Yeah, give us. You
that.
can do a percept, or you can do a survival.
Yeah, Fly just finds it. It's just lying around. Just rolls a d20.
It's been in my pocket this whole time.
It was rolling shit earlier. Like, give me no, I'm not going to find it. That's like a 4.
A 4.
C,
oh,
Scott. C.
Hang
on, wait. What am I praising here? What am I celebrating?
You've cursed this baby. I hope you're happy.
But you do notice while you're searching around a little further off along the beach, you can see what seems to be a little cluster of buildings. You can see a small group of wooden huts around that, built up on the side of the beach that seem to go out into the water a little bit. A short walk away.
Look at those huts.
Aren't
Maybe
they
we should-
nice?
Oh no!
Maybe we should go and knock on the doors.
Yeah, I will go and investigate.
They've got some painkillers. They're nice.
Yeah, Nalas jumps on the opportunity to leave this particularly touching scene and strides off down the beach.
Oh, my lordship, you forgot your bits of Groupon. Here.
I don't need
Fly-
any time. I go to the nail bar often, so give me a discount. Quickly.
Fly goes running after Nalas. Like,
Okay.
Seeing Fly go running after Nalas, Nebastian also goes running after Nalas.
oh, you
The
want to be
battle
with the
is
drow,
on.
do you? You want to be with the drow?
Yeah, well, it's just the essential way of things. There's the drow, and then there's the people that serve the drow, aren't there, Fly?
yeah, it's Fly. You, Nebastian, I appreciate your service. You know your place in this world. Come.
Nebastian beams as red as his mushroom cap.
You approach the building. So it looks like a small cluster of huts with a sort of ramshackle wall built around it, which extends out into the water. It extends around. And interestingly, it is made of wood. It looks like it's made of, I mean, some of you have never seen wood before, but it is sort of made of, if we describe it for those who do know what wood looks like, I don't know why I need to phrase it like that. It's made out of driftwood, so it's made out of bits of wrecked ships, and you can see masts of several ships sitting up within the compound. So you go up, and you knock on the door?
Yeah.
Okay.
Before you knock on the door, Nebastian just goes, looks like this was driftwood, and it floated on the water, and it was breaking into pieces. Just driftwood.
I like that we explained Groupon to our American listeners, but we're not going to explain Travis.
No.
That's because they know who Travis is now from the early Danger campaign.
It was one of Colin's earlier Britsplainings in like episode 5.
We've had a few Travis gags. More
You
than
think it was drifting for a long, long time?
Looks like it, yeah.
you.
Sounds quite sad. And
When you two have quite finished, will one of you knock on the door, please? For fuck's sake, you fucking fucks.
big up, Travis.
I knock on the door.
Okay, you knock on the door. There's you hear the sound of someone hustling over from the other side, and then the door opens, and staring out at you is the gaunt, fanged face of a ghoul. It has tight skin on the thing and a bald head. It is wearing rags, and perched on the top of its hat on the top of its head is a Stetson hat. It looks out at you as you stare and goes, "Hey! I'm Gary Gabagool! What are you doing in my shipyard?" And that's where we're going to leave it for tonight.
Of course it is.
Of course it is. You've taken one of the archetypal fearsome monsters of the universe and made him a comedy ship sort of captain. So good. Well done. I can't wait to speak to you.
I do not apologize.